Chafing Armor, Episode 3, The Way of the Archivist. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm Michael, your host and Dungeon Master. Welcome to Episode 3 of Chafing Armor Season 3, The Hornless King. We are joined tonight with Dare. Dare, tell us who you will be playing.
Howdy, y'all. I am Dare, and I am playing Jack Hasenpfefffer, an adventurer who comes from a very large family, which he wants to make sure he is not forgotten.
And you're doing a great job with everything so far. And also with us tonight is Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I am playing Torrent Wobbletail, a blue Axolotl cleric who is looking for adventure and a friend.
And finding both and more. And also with us tonight is James. James, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello, everyone. I'm James, and I am playing Lexicon, the Warforged bard who is trying to figure things out.
Definitely. Got a lot to figure out, to be sure. When we last left our players, Gideon, the roguish character played by Izzy, went off with their father, ? A knight of some strange origin. Speaking of knights, you all defeated a very evil one who tried to kill everybody in an inn. You defeated that knight, you banded together, you went outside only to find out you had all had the same message tucked in your personage, or in your backside, as the case may be, telling you to seek the archivist with a map leading into the Shrouded Maw, the dangerous area outside of the city of Dusk Hollow. You spent the night in a relatively clean stable barn area. You had a most disturbing dream about a maze and a minotaur. Both Jack and Torrent and Lexicon, while keeping watch, felt a wave of evil, only to look back to find that they were both injured. This morning, you find that you are all healed up from your night's adventures, and while you both were cut in the real world, as it was, they were both minor cuts, though they were very, very real, and were underneath your armor. As you wake up this morning, you hear the elderly woman whose name is Sadie. Sadie comes toddling up and says, all right, who's for breakfast?
Jack gets up and is the first one at the table, because, you know, it's always competition for food at the table in the household that he came from. So he is polite, but he makes sure he is the first one there.
So she does not, you are not invited into their house per se, but they do have what is essentially a picnic table where they would have like an outdoor event, and you are all served breakfast there, including you, Lexicon, because they don't know if you eat or not, and you paid for it. And it is a very simple breakfast, but it is quite good. It definitely has bread, but there are definitely fresh eggs that have been cooked sunny side up clearly from their chickens, and there is also like some kind of porridge. And while it is a little bit runny and, you know, not as flavorful as you might like, it is still wholesome and good. And there is plenty of water to drink, as well as something that is somewhat close to coffee, but is much more bitter. It's almost more like certain kinds of tea, but it is the kind of thing people will often drink to wake up in the morning.
Jack pulls out a small corked container of salt, and puts a little bit on his, not salt, sugar on his porridge, and sets it in front of him, kind of as, you know, an offering to the others, but doesn't verbally offer it. So, as any middle child will do.
And how about you, Torrent? How are you addressing this food?
Torrent happily accepts. Oh, thank you very much. Give me one. I must pray to my goddess and dedicate this to her. And I have to pray to her. I had the strangest dream last night, and then the cuts this morning. Oh, we are in deep trouble, I fear. But I think this is an adventure and a task we can greatly take on. So they're going to dedicate the food to their goddess, Kimopolia, storm goddess.
Nice. Go ahead and just give me a straight religion roll.
Okay, religion. Let's see. That is going to be a 15.
Okay, that's not bad. So you, without meaning to, have blessed the water, and so you realize that it has been blessed. So if you do want to take any of this with you, it will not remain forever. But for some number of days, this will be holy water. And if you fight anything that doesn't care for that, it will damage it.
They will absolutely take some of that holy water. Torrent pulls out a shell-shaped flask from one of their packs and fills it up a little bit and stores it back in.
Excellent.
And Jack, seeing her do that, pulls out a water skin and does the exact same thing.
Okay.
Smiling at her all the while and nodding and okay, and imitates her.
And Lexicon, how much do you eat?
He'll be saving his for later. He's going to cut the bread open and put the eggs in there and make kind of a sandwich out of it, and then just kind of gesture to the porridge and look at Torrent and Jack and see who responds.
Jack immediately takes what you offer.
I kind of figured. And then he hands the sandwich over to Torrent.
Oh, thank you so much. I will store this away, and we can share this later. I'll split it with you. Don't worry. Oh, it's your food. Or are you wanting me to store it? Oh, I'll store it for you. I understand. And puts it in the pack and just marks it just for you, Lexicon. Oh, have you had some water today? Here. It's very important to stay hydrated. Or, well, do you hydrate?
Lexicon tilts his head and kind of taps where his mouth would be. Tink, tink, tink.
I'm all right. Thank you.
Jack looks at the extra porridge that you gave him and looks around, and then he kind of brightens up and reaches in the pack and he pulls out a small flask of oil. And would you want this? It's some linseed oil. It will keep you shiny and polished. Or I have some other oil that you could oil yourself with.
Perhaps I could use this later. As unpleasant as the proprietor of the tavern was, he did do a good job of polishing me up, I suppose.
Okay.
Logistical question. Lexicon, do you have any ability to store things?
I mean, not internally that I'm aware of, other than the stuff that I normally keep in there. But yeah, I mean, I've got, I don't know. Actually, right now, I wouldn't have any kind of storage capacity right now. No pouches, no backpack.
That's what I was thinking.
Just me and my armor. That's about it.
Of armor.
You have the bundled up armor. Sadie comes to gather up the dishes and says, "Well, I'll see you all on your way, and hope you all have a wonderful and make sure to tell others. It's a good place to stay."
Do you know where Graymore the armor smith is?
Oh, of course. You just head down the main street, and when you see the red statue of Gideon the Mad, you just turn left. And you keep going until you're almost to the edge of town, and when you hear the clinking and clanking, you'll know you're there.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so he gives her another silver.
Oh, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. That is a very appropriate thing to do, and is very appreciated.
Okay, the statue was of Gideon the Guileless.
Gideon the Mad.
Gideon the Mad. And so I guess we need to go divest ourselves of the armor, and then we can find, I guess, this alchemist that we're supposed to find.
And not to nitpick, it says archivist.
Archivist.
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar.
Well, no. Jack is focused on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so since he wants to be an alchemist, he is just
I like that. I like that very, very much.
And is not detail oriented. So
more of a big picture guy.
More of a big picture guy. At least he thinks he is, but he tends to be rather self-centered.
Well, the town of Dust Hollow is coming to life around y'all. It is technically a mining town. There are several mines nearby that are quite valuable and have been explored for some time. They are extended out very carefully so they do not actually extend into the Shrouded Maw. But this is one of the reasons that the Kingdom of Hyboria is very wealthy, is because there do tend to be a lot of minerals in this area. So you can see several of the miners making their way out. And yes, several of them are both dwarves and gnomes, because they excel at that sort of thing. But there are plenty of humans as well, and even a few elves you see making their way out.
You said it was the what maw?
The Shrouded Maw is simply the general term. There is a very large kind of rolling hills to the north of you that are considered to be extremely dangerous and cursed and filled with unpleasant things. And for reasons that no one can really explain, nothing ever happens to the people in this town. So it's not like the monsters just come in and raid the town. That never happens. But it is well known that if you go wandering into the Shrouded Maw, you're probably not going to come back.
And so the first thing we have to do is find the armor, and then go out of the town to find this archivist.
All right. As you make your way down, you do see a red statue, and it is not labeled, but you imagine this must be Gideon the Mad. It is a dwarf and on an enormous pair of stilts. And you notice that the stilts are actually made of a kind of wood, despite the fact that he is a statue. So you actually kind of wonder, Lexicon, if it's made of a similar wood, because a normal wood probably would not work for this.
Right.
But Gideon has a triumphant look of like, I did it! Look on his face as he is operating these stilts. And whatever that story is, you have no idea. But the directions seem to be good.
All right, well, on to the armor.
Okay, and sure enough, as you make your way almost to the outskirts of town, you can hear the tink, 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 tink of a armorsmith shop. And there's not even a name on it because everyone knows what it is, but there is a sign on the top that is the classic symbol of a hammer and a tongs crossed.
Well, Lexicon, I guess we ought to get this sold, and so we can get you outfitted with whatever it is you think you might need for whatever it is we're actually going to go do. What is it that you as... What do you call yourself? Do you have any idea besides your name?
I am Lexicon.
You are Lexicon. Okay, well, I've heard of constructs like you. I don't know if we'll call you a construct or a being or a living statue.
How about just Lexicon?
Familiar? Lexicon? Okay. Well, Lexicon, let's go find this armor and get this armor off your back.
And into the armory we go.
You come inside, and there is kind of a front shop area where there is all kinds of wares out on display, mostly on the walls, but a few of it is underneath the counter, some of the smaller things. And you can hear the tinking of the armor smith in the back, and there is like a little bell to ring, literally.
Ding.
A few moments later, a very tall human comes. He's got very long features, rugged, like probably in his like early 60s. And he goes, "Yeah, how can I help?"
Hello. We have a set of armor that we would like to sell to you if you are interested.
Oh yeah, that'll be just fine. He turns to you, Jack, and goes, "Well, how much you want for it?" And he comes up and he starts tapping you, Lexicon, ting ting ting. He goes, "Yeah, I can get a pretty penny for this. It's not too bad."
Oh no! This I am not selling it. He is selling it. His name is Lexicon.
And then Lex pulls up the armor and chunks it onto the counter.
There's a massive crung. There are parts of the counter that are solid wood, and I assume that's what you do because otherwise the glass shatter. As you clunk it down, he goes, "Oh, well, I do say that's interesting." And he starts examining it. So I'd be happy to work something out with you if you like. I can certainly make you an offer if you want, or if you, and he gestures around, if y'all are looking to equip yourselves, we can do a trade.
Well, Lexicon needs...
I need no armor.
Well, you might want a backpack to collect mementos of your adventure or your new life.
Do you want any polishing cloths or just general? Do you need like mechanical hygiene? What nuts and bolts? I don't know.
I can clean myself quite well.
And he just kind of stands there, and his metallic outer plating starts to vibrate, and any kind of dirt or dust or whatever just kind of breaks off and falls away. And he's basically casting prestidigitation and cleaning himself off.
Oh.
I imagine makes a very interesting humming noise when it does that.
It's a gentle sound, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about we get, say, 300 gold and a nice leather backpack for our friend.
Oh yeah, I can. I've got some good general equipment gear here. Not here, but over here. And he comes over, and there's it's kind of like a starter adventurer area. It's got the eponymous, rope and pole and like first aid kit and things like that. But he does have several nice backpacks. What size are you thinking, Lexicon?
I didn't know there were sizes available for backpacks. Lexicon will look at the wares and say, perhaps we could put together an adventurer's kit in exchange.
I can do that. Sure. I'll get a adventure kit for one for each of you. Does that sound good?
Well, I have one. I think the 300 gold and the adventurer's kit for Lexicon. Torrent, do you have a backpack and stuff?
I have some packs and things to hold. I'm good right now. Truly, we were just looking for Lexicon at the moment. Just making sure you're equipped.
Yeah. You interested in selling that? He points and he clearly saw it poking out of the back of your pack, the silver hammer.
Well, no, we do want to find out, can you identify, as one of your skills, Master Armorer, the particular properties of this hammer?
Well, I'm no wizard of any sort, but I've taken a turn. May I hold it, please?
And so he hands it over.
He kind of hefts it a few times. He goes, "You mind if I give it a few swings?"
Sure, go ahead. And Jack takes a large step back.
Okay. Good thinking. He takes out a sword that he had been working on, sticks it into the fire, and heats it up a little bit. And the hammer seems like a little small, maybe, for what he's doing. But he takes it and he wham! And he hits it down. Good thinking, Jack. I need everyone to make a reflex saving throw, but Jack, you get it at advantage.
All right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
3.5 will not leave.
11.
Ooh. 21.
Double 19s. So that is a 21 for
21?
Jack.
Same for Lex, 21.
Oh, nice. So what happens is there's actually a moment when it strikes the sword, and the sword becomes infused with silver. Like this silver light goes through it, and it's like the world slows down for a second, and then it shatters, and bits of metal go flying everywhere. It catches you pretty good in your side, Torrent, and you take 4 points of piercing damage as these shards of metal pierce your side. Thankfully, everyone else is able to duck out of the way. He is injured, but he's wearing this thick leather apron, and it absorbs most of the brunt. But you can tell that he is injured by it as well. And he goes, and he kind of wipes his mouth, like a little blood off his mouth, and he goes, I knew that this was, I knew it was magical, but not like that. And he hands it back to you, and he goes, if I was to say, I'd say that that was pretty magical, meant for crafting, probably blessed by a god, and there's something wrong with it. There's something very, very wrong with it.
Well, I was planning on keeping the hammer just until we figured out what it was, but it's obviously something special. And you say it's broken? It seemed to work pretty well when you hit the hammer.
Well, I don't know if
pretty
you're aware, but generally when I hit things with the hammer, they forge into beautiful weapons or armor. They don't explode. So I can't say as it worked greatly well.
Well, you take the good and you take the bad, and that could be useful if you if there was somebody or something that was causing problems and you hit them. That might be something that does something very well.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I don't know what would happen if you hit a person wearing that. That's
not that anybody would want to.
Oh no, of course not. So
Faerun forbid that you have to actually hit somebody, but of course we had to hit somebody last night. But that's beside the point. So okay. So how much are we settling on for this black armor?
Well, you said
you were saying 400 gold pieces.
Well, it seems like you said 300 earlier, but you drive a hard bargain, my friend. Is it all right if I pay you in a few platinum as well?
Oh, that would be fantastic. Platinum is great.
Yeah, it's much easier to move about, and I had a rich patron recently, and so but most of my customers cannot afford it, if you know what I mean. So he goes in the back. He goes underneath, and you hear like the sound of some magical enchantments disengaging. And he pulls out a strong box and begins counting out 400 gold, and half of it is in platinum, and the rest of it is in gold. And he says, "It is a very, very, very fine pleasure doing business with you."
Thank you. It is a pleasure doing business with you. Anytime we find some stuff, I'm sure we will be back to trade with you again. And do you know how to enchant weapons and armor and all that type of thing? That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I can. So I don't do the enchanting myself, but there's a bit of an all-around trade magical person in town who I work with, and we do a pretty penny when adventurers come through, so you can come look me up.
Well, what's their name?
Well, that would be telling, and he says with a big smile.
Oh, okay. And as Jack is turning away, he's biting a couple of the gold pieces and a couple of the platinum to make sure they're real.
All right, give me a perception check.
All right, and that is a 7.
Mm-hmm. It seems real. Seems real. I mean, most of them are. You, as far as you can tell, most gold is, of course, foil wrapped chocolate. So, seems pretty real. No, I'm just kidding. As far as you can tell, they are legitimate, and so you can add 400 gold. In addition to the, I think, was it 59 minus 2? So right. y'all have actually made out pretty well. That armor was very valuable, but also it's unlikely, unless you were in a very large city, you would have been able to get even close to its full value. And of course, even then, it would have sold for half. So you still got a pretty good deal, though not nearly as much if you had tried really hard. You might have been able to get a little bit more. 400 is pretty good, because it was full plate, which sells for about 1,500 gold.
Yeah.
But again, that is new, and this one is very banged up and covered in blood, and also some other circumstances.
Probably cursed.
That's yeah.
Probably
yeah.
cursed.
It very well might be cursed. You don't know. So y'all got a pretty good deal, to be sure. But the fact that he paid out pretty handily tells you that he feels like he's going to come out okay in this.
Yeah. Everybody's happy. Okay.
Everybody's happy. All right. What would y'all like to do now?
Jack holds the parchment out to Torrent and looks at Lexicon and says, "So, do you all read maps?"
I'm sure it can't be that hard. We followed lots of maps on our adventures and journeys up here. And I mean, how hard can it be?
All right. Well, would you lead us to the alchemist? Archivist. The person on this paper. Can you lead us? Can you show us where to go?
I'm sure together we can figure this out, but I can take the lead for the first portion.
Excellent. I would absolutely love, Riley, to give me, for Torrent, a survival check.
Oh, survival. All right, where is that? That is going to be 9.
Okay. I would also like you then to roll a 10-sided dice, please, and tell me what number you get.
10-sided. Love that. Oh. That is going to be a 6.
6. Okay. So y'all start making your way very quickly. There are a lot of warnings before you cross into what is generally considered to be the Shrouded Maw. There is no way a villager accidentally walks into this area. Having said that, there is a road that goes into the Maw, suggesting that, at one time, there was a regular correspondence between these areas. As you would imagine, as you cross further and further in, the road becomes rougher, more overgrown. What few cobblestones were there before are completely gone now. It's just very old, beaten dirt pat. Occasionally, you actually will see some paving stones suggesting that this had been something else a long time ago. As you begin to make your way into the hills, you can hear lots of noises. Nothing happens quite at first, and then the day begins to wane. As it goes longer, you're really glad you had that leftover food that Lexicon saved, because it is quite tasty as you make your way in your midday meal. And you make your way to what you think, Torrent, is the location of the archivist. You come across as the sun is beginning to set, you come across an area that where it marks that there should be some sort of entrance on the side of the hill.
All right. Well, this should be it.
Okay.
What do you think? Any of you read a map better than this? I mean, we've been walking a while, but all the danger signs must mean we're going the right way.
I'm sure I'm very good at reading maps, but sometimes I tend to get a little backwards when I read a map, so I can give it a try. Considering where we are.
Give me another survival check.
And that is a 4 minus 1, which is a 3.
You are so sure that she is that they are right. They are absolutely right. This is the place, and you can see down like a little down in a slight valley that there does appear to be like some kind of structure down below.
May I take a look?
Well,
I have my own. What am I saying? I will also take a look at the map and see if I can interpret what I'm seeing, whether it matches up with what's on the map. Oh yeah, that's a 6. Sweet. We're all doing great.
Yep.
You are like slapping each other on the back, congratulating each other. Great job, everybody! As you make your way down the hill, you have successfully figured out my map puzzle as you make your way down, and it's as you get down as the last embers of light fall, and of course, since you are in the hillside, it falls more quickly. that as you come down, you realize that this is not an entrance to the side of the hill. This is a graveyard. And that's when you hear the sound from behind.
Jack's hands go out and grab both of Lexicon and Torrent's upper arms. And you can't tell whether he's going to step in front of them or step behind them as he hears this sound. And his ears are up, ramrod straight. He is listening to every sound.
What you hear is a boom, boom. And you also hear another sound. It's like if you took a shovel, but a really big shovel, and just drug it across paving stones or rocks, and just that sound. And coming up over one of the hills is a large creature. And you can't quite tell what it is at first. It's also getting dark, and some of you, I know, don't have dark vision. And also in this kind of twilight, it's kind of hard to activate your vision properly. As it comes over the hill, you see the face of a corpse, but you realize that it's stitched right down the middle. And there's actually another corpse that's stitched onto that corpse. And another corpse stitched onto that corpse. And another corpse. This thing is made of corpses. And they are stitched together, and they are not stitched together well. Mm-hmm. As it comes over. But no matter how misshapen, malformed, stretched gray flesh you see as it comes over, the one thing it does have is two perfect eyes. And as it takes its huge executioner axe and sling it over its shoulder, those two eyes lock on the three of you. And that's where we'll end Chafing Armor, Episode 3. Great job, everybody.
Oof. Yeah, great job reading maps, everybody.
That's scary.
I have often said that when a character fails, it is not a failure, it is a chance for something interesting to happen. And man, did y'all roll one of the more interesting ones I had hanging around. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen next. Sweet. And I hope you have your backup character ready. But you guys don't need a backup character because you all can go to patreon.com/chafingarmor, become a member, and get all kinds of fun extras. I'll be happy to send you a personal message saying thank you. And if you would like me to utterly destroy you in the game, I can make that happen. I'll do it. I'll do it. But go ahead and go check that out. We would love your support to keep this podcast ad-free. But thank you all for playing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This is turning out to be quite an adventure.
It is going to be. And until next time, we will scratch that itch for your adventure. Good night.
Good night, everyone.